We talked about Tomo going against Smedegard there in the S2000. He has half the horsepower of Tomo, as we call him, but Tomo Gorman.
Right, and this battle is going to be really interesting to me, right? So Tomo Gorman is a professional racing driver, races in the Pirelli World Challenge, up against Andy Smedegard, who, in my opinion, from a lot of the events that I've been attending here in the Midwest and also at other events out in California, Andy Smedegard is essentially, in my mind, one of the top-level amateur drivers in the country. The guy can wheel anything. So we actually saw him run some really hot laps in this car that he's never driven on this track except for maybe 3 laps earlier today. So he's up against Tomo Gorman driving a borrowed car. It's actually our buddy Michael Amick's GD Subaru.
Tomo versus Smedegard. So, Tomo Gorman in that blue GD Subaru, as you were talking about, borrowed car, racing yesterday, racing all the time, man. We had just had a little Euro with Tomo there and wrapping out with him. I said, yeah, that first final lap was amazing. That was about it.
Yeah. It is interesting to note. So Jared said it earlier, the S2000 that Andy is in has about half the horsepower of the Subaru that Tom's driving. Wow, Tom putting some wheels out there, using up all of the track.
Yeah, this is where he really
real
dances.
wide entry there into 9. And he'll cut in right behind us here in turn 10A and 10B. Andy doesn't really look that far behind though.
No, he doesn't. Oh,
Andy getting a little sideways there.
Smedegard throwing down.
Smedegard just on it there. So that car actually belongs to his 365 Racing teammate. Oh, Andy getting a little sideways there, coming through turn 1. Let's see what these lap times are.
We got Tomo with a 1:10.815 and Smedegard with just a 1:11.865. So Tomo
almost exactly a second, but still with half the horsepower, only half the horsepower. That shows you just the level of driver that Andy Smedegard is.
Yeah, no, Smedegard, as you said, you gave him high accolades there. So Tomo already, doesn't need to prove himself. He's had great success behind the wheel of that Honda Civic SI HPD vehicle in the Pirelli World Challenge. And right now he just wants to have some fun. But you know what? Right now he's having more than fun. He's having success.
Right.
And as you said, Smedegard unfortunately having mechanical failure yesterday. Right now they're going to take their switch over crossover lap. And we will see Smedegard now out front with Tomo out back.
Yesterday, everybody ran lap times. Nobody was eliminated, but we set a bracket based on where everybody fell. From there, we went into competition mode. The bracket battles work. We seed, we create a bracket, and the top seed time, so on and so forth. They'll go out, they'll do a warm-up lap, then they run a hot lap, which is what you just saw them complete a little bit ago. And then, after that, we crown a winner from that first battle. And then they'll go out, they'll swap positions on a cooldown lap, and go hot again for a second battle, which is what you're seeing right now. Best 2 out of 3 proceeds to the final.
There you go. There you have it. Thank you for breaking that down. Awesome. Gavin, woo, Smedegard.
Man, Andy's
using
pushing
all that course right now. And you can see Tomo there, bring up the rear, maybe give himself a little bit of distance, but he doesn't need much because there was only 1 second between the 2 drivers. So look at Smedegard really pushing. We have only seen one more time. That was Darby and Jackie Ding.
Right.
And that was fun. And that was really exciting battle between those 2 drivers.
Beautiful drone imagery here from the specially streaming crew.
All right.
Oh, look at that. Andy sideways. Look at that. Whoa. He is
pushing.
On it. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle there. I saw Tomo Gorman wiggle there a little bit too. The battle is getting heated. Look at that.
Wow. So Smedegard and Tomo now into 10A and 10B.
Absolutely screaming here. This is going to be an amazing battle. It's going to be close. It's going to be real close.
Crossing the finish line, Austin, what do we got here? Go ahead, yell it out. Times are coming in.
Tomo Gorman, 1:10.856, beats out Andy Smedegard with a 1:12.185. Tomo Gorman, your top seeded competitor for the Street Modified class will be moving on to the finals here at SpeedRing 2018.
You know, Smedegard here in a borrowed car. He had half the horsepower that you do, but he was only 1 second off of your first battle. The second one, you had him by 2.
Got it. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, especially watching him. He was hustling, like you said. They got a lot more handling, a lot less power than we do. So a lot of respect for what he just did there. But
keep rolling, man. You know, it's all about the equipment right now. So, Tom, congratulations. We'll see you. We'll see you in the quarterfinals.
Andy Smedegard, it was a real close battle there, and to be honest, really, really impressed. About half the power that Tom has in that car. Interesting story, though. Both of you guys driving borrowed cars. So, although you built this car, this Alex Moss's, had a little bit of a failure there in your Evo. What's it like, kind of getting used to driving this S2000 versus your Evo?
Well, if anyone that really knows me know that I love S2000s more than anything. I mean,
especially yellow ones.
Yeah, if I had the choice of an Evo or an S2000 just to drive for pure fun, I'd take the S2000. And this car is definitely the best S2000 I've ever driven. And I can't thank Alex enough for letting me drive it, you know, with the Evo failure and stuff. He wants to see me keep driving, so it was just fun. And yeah, me and Tom had a blast out there. I could see him coming up on my mirrors and stuff that last session. I knew he was going a little faster, but oh well.
All right, well, thanks, Andy.
Yep.
Andy Smedegard is getting eliminated from the bracket.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. That last lap, both of you guys had the rear end stepped out in the corner.
Yeah, I was pushing. Wanna ride? Oh, fuck.
That was incredible, man. That was the best thing I've ever seen.
Shit.
11.8.
11.8. There's a little more there.
Damn.
11.8 in a 250 horse car. Shit. Were you watching? Did they have the
No,
camera?
I couldn't stand still. I was pacing up and down.